The Sinking City. Finally, I get to play it. After so long waiting. It was out for a bit already, but stupid Steam, told me it was out only in 2020. So, I had to delay it a bit until I found out that it was ready to play. I played it a little bit here. As you can see, there's a continue. But I just did that to familiarize myself a little bit with the controls and that sort of stuff. So I haven't read any reviews, I haven't read any spoilers or the plot, and all I know about this game is from what I've been told by you guys, that I will enjoy it much more than Call of Cthulhu. So for the settings here, basically difficulty, just so I'm honest with everyone, I'm not going to put it on newcomer, because that's, I mean, come on. I'm just going to put it on normal detective mode, not master sleuth, because I want this let's play to flow a bit more. Combat, I would have put it on hard combat, because, you know, I'm coming from the days of PlayStation, Resident Evil, Dino Crisis, so hard combat is no problem, but here's going to lower my resistance to insanity, and I'd like to actually finish the game for you and not just go insane halfway through the game. So I'm just going to leave the combat on normal. Video, everything's pretty decent, ultra. Yeah. Okay, that's about it. Let's get going with this game, man. Alright, wow, okay, that was trippy. Oh, I'm playing. Well, yeah, the beginning. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the game Euclidean. That was a game that came out about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, when he was like falling here, in this game, falling down and into these tentacles and shit. That was pretty much like Euclidean was. And then, okay, gunpowder, that's good. It reminded me of that, you know. And of course, being underwater like that, that was...
I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
So we've got some pistol rounds. And that thing in the water obviously has tentacles, so that's weird. When it comes to sorry, when it comes to reading stuff on the screen, I'm just going to read it myself. I'm not going to read it out loud for you guys, but I'll leave it up long enough so you can just pause the YouTube video and you can read it yourselves. Holding camera. That thing. What is that thing? Kind of looks like a Hound of Tindalos picture I saw one time.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Monolith National Park is waiting for you. All evidence collected. Oh yeah, so from what I've understood about the gameplay here. Let me just reload quick. I'm not gonna shoot, but yeah. Is that it's really detective based, you know, you're really gonna be looking at everything. So this might be a very long series for you guys. And for me, you know, I'm playing it, so. Hola.
Now get out!
Nice to see you too, sir.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
What's the deal with this city?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
The flood?
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
About my problem?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Where is Robert Throgmorton? Wow, Throgmorton? Never heard of a name like that before, but where is he?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I need somewhere to stay.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already fettered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr.
How do I get to Devil's Reef? Ah, Devil's Reef. I don't have to tell you guys which story that's coming from. Really nice to see they are doing some fan service here. So how do I get to Devil's Reef?
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
What else did you mark on the map?
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
What do you do here?
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Goodbye.
That's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Is this guy the king in yellow? I'm sorry, just speculation here, but he's such a loquacious character and seems quite outstanding here in this area. He's all in yellow. I don't know. Anyway, wow, okay, now we're officially playing the game. We've got our map going here. So it's up until this part that I really got to see, just, you know, get in touch with how everything looks and feels. So this is all new to me, really. So up here is a hotel, and I assume this here, Colony Street, sorry, is actually all underwater because it's all blue. See, some of the places here, like this is brown, and this is blue, so that must be the parts which are flooded. So I need to find my boat. What is this? Oakmont City Port. That might be my boat there or something. Then I go around here. I'm just speculating. I've never gone this far in this game yet. And then, yeah. So we've got a lore section here. Photo of a trophy plate. Trophy plate with a strange fish. Looks very lifelike. Ugh. We got a correspondences, documents, bestiary, mythos. Sorry. Find Robert Throgmorton. Such a name. Side cases. Oh yeah, I should tell you guys that I did buy the Necronomicon edition. There was the standard edition of this game, and then there was the Necronomicon edition, which held, when you buy that edition, it's like 10 euros more. Then, oh, skill tree. This one I missed. Okay, you need skill. So you got your mind, vigor, and combat. It's kind of like Arkham Horror, the board game. Yeah, as I was saying, I bought the Necronomicon edition of this game. Which, hell, there's my boat. My boat is right there. All right, so I bought the Necronomicon edition in order to play the DLC that comes with it. So this is going to be. Oh, sorry, sir. I thought I could talk to you. So I could play the DLC as well, and then you get some side benefits as well. You know, 10 euros, can afford it, I guess. Let's see, this guy. Can we talk?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
So it looks like we found our first cultist. You know? Can I take a photo?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down
maybe it helps
up.
you in the end, you know?
The seed is sowed.
So, under the kill bar, exit. Who's this? That must be the big dude, the guy after the Throgmorton. But, you know, I'm the type of guy who needs to go the alternative route here and see what's down here. So, I'm not going to show absolutely everything. Wow, this game is beautiful. I'm going to make some cuts because, as I was saying, this is a detective game. I'm going to have to do a lot of searching for clues, thinking, trying to piece it all together, and in an order. Titania lifeboat. This must be my boat or something. For that reason, I'm just going to try and make it more streamlined. So if I get stuck at a point and I have to do some stopping and thinking, I'm just going to cut and then make things more streamlined for you guys, because this is going to be a long game, I feel. Shall we talk?
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Innsmouthers. Innsmouthers in this game. Very cool.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Alright, let's have a look at this thing.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Titania and Oberon. Obviously that is a Midsummer Night's Dream from Shakespeare. There's something in there, a letter. Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope someone... Okay, yeah, I'm not going to read it all. It's for you guys to read. So something is here. They went down. Oh. Look at that. What is that?
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
I got some XP. That's good. But damn. You see the faceplate? It was all green. So this Albert Throgmorton, he is the son of the other guy, the big guy. And he saw something down there and it fucked him up. You know, I was thinking recently, well, I mean, this is something I've thought about for a long time, is that when you're sleeping, you know, there are a few times in life where you basically feel at ease, you know. It's when you're eating something, you know, when you're sitting down for a meal, all your problems seem to go away. And that, you know, you can have some stress, take some stress off, have some wine, have some good food, you feel more relaxed. And when you sleep, I was thinking that even in these stories, when you sleep, is when you actually come more face to face with the nightmares in a Lovecraft story. And that's really unnerving because there's really no escape. And I think that's what one of the scary things about the Nightmare on Elm Street films were. You know, I mean, they were cheesy films as fuck, but...
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
What happened to your son?
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
This guy looks exactly like, sorry, how I imagined Arthur Jermyn to look. So, are you going to tell me you've got the Innsmouth look and you've got the Arthur Jermyn look sort of characters going around in this game? I mean, oh man, I'm kind of excited here. Your features are unusual. No, I'm not going to say it. Should I say that? No, I don't want to insult the guy. I'm going to answer these questions like I would do in real life, you know? What do you know about... No, who are the Innsmouthers? Let's find out.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the Shells. They are everywhere.
Sounds
they're
like
just
Paris.
Refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Sounds like London. Oh, this guy's been taking his red pills, man. What do you know about the visions?
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouther-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I can try to find Albert.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Vera. What does that mean?
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
I'm not gonna ask him about his features. Should I? I bet you guys want to know, so... Okay.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
That was down in darkest Africa, right? The royal family there. The ape queen, the white ape queen.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
I'll be going. I know where the lifeboat is, and my fisherman's house, I'm sure I'll find it.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Alright. So that's the fisherman's house there. I mean, it seems like it. I guess. I mean, there's fish nets. There's a fishing boat up there for some fucking reason. That's some strong weather. Yeah, but first, let's have a look around a bit. I mean, what do you guys think about the atmosphere here? I mean, look at this. I mean, that shark has a nice chunk taken out of him, right? I remember in... What the fuck is that thing? What the hell is that? Is that a rat? Jesus. That is not a rat, sir. I don't know what the hell that is. Whatever. But I remember in the Call of Cthulhu, they also had like these giant fish. They had normal fish, but they had chunks taken out of them. What the hell is this thing? Jesus Christ. I mean, you got octopi. Oh my god. This is a disaster. Alright. Let me just check my map quickly. So here's the various ports. And then this dude, he said, okay, my boat is up here. So I have to go through here basically. And then to get to my boat. And then I can sort of sail around. That's gonna be the fun part, man. Anyway, let's get this let's play going, right? Let's do some solving of the mysteries.